Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dian Sobana from English Education Department, University of Siliwangi. Today, we would like to discuss about a book titled Assessment in Language Classroom by Lei Chang and Jana Fox. This video is made to fulfill language assessment course assignments. English Education Department, University of Siliwangi. Now, we are going to start discussing Chapter 2. What do we assess? What do we assess as a teacher? In teaching, surely the teacher or prospective teacher has ever felt confused in determining what to say or what to do in transfer information to students, or maybe we are wondering what is related to the decision that we will be take so that our delivery runs smoothly to students. This is related to what we will discuss today. What is worth teaching and assessing? In teaching, we know there are very challenging aspects that we can find, or something like some of the challenging aspects in teaching, such as deciding what to teach, what to assess, and how to align assessment in the classroom to learning goals or to outcomes for students. These three aspects sometimes already exist and are available explicitly in the form of guidelines in the curriculum and usually become a benchmark for students. Benchmark for student development that must be achieved with the data obtained by the teacher, such as from needs analysis, students to student and student to teacher interaction, student self-assessment, and so forth. The teachers can implicitly determine these three aspects if it needed, in addition to the method and information to be more potential to student to accept. This is an overview of how teaching, assessment, and classroom activities work to determine instructional goals or outcomes. You can see in the image, at the center of the image is our student learning. It is surrounded by things the teacher has to determine. The first question that we as a teacher must determine to learning goals is, what do I want my student to learn? What do I want my student to be able to do? Next is to determine what student will do if they have received the information or skill we want them to have. Then, the teachers must identify and design classroom activities that can support our student in learning and development. Here, assessment play a key role in determining teacher ways to teach, whether students have met the expectation we want or not. This process determines the plan how the class will run to achieve the goals. Teachers must also think carefully to determine what activities to do in class so that information can be received properly by students. Teachers need to constantly ask themselves, have my students learned? How well have they progressed through assessment practice? This data from the question will represent the next step teachers should take. And it is important to tell student goals before the start of the class. This is very important to tell students the goals or learning outcomes that we need them to learn. Because if they understand what outcomes of a course and aware of evidence we plan to collect, their brain will set the goals and helping them to support their process of learning, and they will evaluate their progress, and it will really help teacher to exceed our expectation and goals. So we have found the answer to the question, what is worth teaching and assessing? That assessing plays a very vital role in determining and planning class activity to achieve student goals or our goals that students have to achieve. Assessing determines how teachers teach so that information will well delivered to students. What we have to teach is the goals we have set assisted by specified class activity, and what should we assess is whether our students have met our expectation related to the goals. Uh, you can find the link of next presentation in videos in the description below. If you have any question, you are welcome to ask in the comment form. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.